Welcome to the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown, Michigan. Timing pattern to Edwards, touchdown, Michigan.
Where we bring you the best in sports, entertainment, and insight. Join us every weekday from 2 to 4 p.m. as we break down the latest games, analyze the biggest plays, and dive into the hottest topics in sports. We'll have exclusive interviews with your favorite athletes and guests, and you'll get a front row seat to all the action. So tune in to the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Got one-on-one going end zone. Edwards in the air. Oh, what a catch by Braylon Edwards. His second touchdown of the game.
On the Woodward Sports Network, where sports comes to life.
Yo, what up? Still getting used to the new setup, but we are here. We are in the building. Glad to be here. It's the Braylon Edwards Show. Chilling with my boy Anson on the desk, man. How is everyone feeling out there on this Cinco de Mayo? Also, the Detroit Pistons start tonight against the Cleveland Cavs at LCA. I know Kool-Aid will be in the building, BTA. We'll get to that to see if it's going to be BTA effect or not. But first and foremost, what's up to the chat? I want to make sure that I always start the show by saying what's up to the chat. The show is about you. We appreciate you guys.
Smash that like button.
Rocking and rolling. Woodward Sports 2.0. You will keep hearing that until you're tired of it, and then we're going to give it to you just a little bit more, man. But for now, Anson, what's the word, man? Cinco de Mayo, but a little rainy. Feels like more of an opening day, but opening day was nice and warm this year.
Well, speaking to the chat, we got a little something we're going to reveal a little later in the episode. We are going to take care of you guys week in and week out. Cinco de Mayo, man, it's not really celebrated down in Mexico. It is definitely more of a West Coast holiday, whereas we celebrate St. Patty's heavy here. But we've got the Cinco de Heavies tonight. Northville, Art and Jake's. The Heavies 5 to 7, and then they roll right into that watch party. But you know, today, Bray, I wore something special. I wore my Mexico hoodie here because KG hates this hoodie.
Yeah, Anson, where can I find one of those?
I'm gonna pick you one up.
I just want a different color scheme. You know,
you love it.
I absolutely do love it. I'm about to hunt Etsy for one of them.
Well, I bought this for KG.
Oh, you're going to have to figure out where to put that microphone, either in the front. There we go.
And then I brought this for everybody else.
Take it off.
That's right, baby.
It doesn't bother me.
Literally, take that off.
When's the last time you guys have even sniffed the national championship in any sport?
Cricket.
I digress. Anyway, about Cinco de Mayo, let me throw this out there since you mentioned that. Here we go. Cinco de Mayo. Like you said, there are some misconceptions about this holiday. Let's start here. It does not celebrate the Mexican independence on May 5th. This is incorrect.
I've been bamboozled.
100%. The reality, Cinco de Mayo commemorates the Battle of Puebla in 1862. It was a single unlikely victory where a smaller ragtag Mexican army defeated a much larger, better, more French army, if you will, blah, blah, blah. So, doesn't even celebrate the independence of Mexico. It highlights a specific win over the French. Now, myth 2, it is a major national holiday. Well, the United States has created this national holiday and we've celebrated, if you will. We brought it from Mexico. Go anywhere in Guadalajara, Mexico City, anywhere in Mexico, and guess what? You were surprised to be fined on May 5th. Ain't nobody celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Nobody's selling Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is another one of these American-made holidays to get that coin. That's right. To get that quarterly money.
With them chickens?
Well, you know about the chickens, man. Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo. They even now do, what is it? What was it? The one, I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, keep going.
You know why they call us gringos?
Elaborate.
Because in the Mexican-American War, the Americans wore green. Green, go. Green, go.
100%.
So we are all gringos if we come from America.
All right, now that we've dispelled that myth, let's focus on some things that we think about the holiday. What are the foods you are eating? What are the Mexican foods, or what are the authentic foods, or Latin American, if you will, but we're focusing on Mexico. What are the foods that you have to have? Now, I, took the liberty of jotting down some notes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9. And I got them ranked in order, too.
Yes.
I have mine ranked in order. See if you guys can go. 9, Anson. What do you think? I'll give you 3 guesses. We'll see what you get.
Tamales.
Okay, tamales is on the list. Yes. Tamales would be my 5th in my favorite Mexican dishes.
Tortas better be on there,
and
bro.
or things that I need to have on Cinco de Mayo.
Tortas better be on there.
Tortas did not make the list.
Oh,
but
man.
since I have 9, we'll put tortas at 10.
I like that. I mean, tacos got to be on there.
Tacos, okay.
Tacos got to be on there.
Tacos are number 2.
Solid.
Let's see if you guys can just get to 10 right now.
Chimichanga.
No, that's make believe.
It is.
That's make. There we go. Enchiladas coming in at number. I guess I should say Trey.
I used to mess them up at Chili's,
Hold on,
man.
those
All you can
three.
eat. Come
All
on.
right, there we go. Definitely used to get them at Chili's.
I know
back
there's
in
some
the day.
guacamole on there, bro.
Guacamole coming in at number 6.
Wait.
There
What
we
type
go.
though? What type? Table side?
I don't want no table side. I want table side in terms of making it in
Yeah.
front of you. Hey, 100%. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do the
Fresh.
fresh,
Real fresh.
the fresh
There we go.
right away. Shout out. So we'll put that right there. We got the guacamole off the list. All right, you guys are missing 1, 4.
I know you roll with some margaritas, though. Is there a margarita?
Food, but to your
Okay.
point, that 100% that goes hand in.
I got a drink on mine, too.
But that doesn't need to be
respect.
that doesn't need to be a Cinco de Mayo thing. And you talking about like a nice little sparsy
daily
margarita.
thing.
Yeah, well, not anymore, but yes, it could be. It definitely could be. So no to the. Come on, man, you got
Bebidas.
There's
No bebidas.
Bebidas is a good one, but no, it's not on the list. At least my list. It's not on my list. Come on. A lot of this stuff is Tex-Mex too. So, you know, there's like the authentic Mexican food. And thank you. Somebody read the room. Number 1 coming
Number 1?
I'm a nacho. Yes, I didn't stutter.
Big
I
nachos.
love nachos. And the way my sister makes nachos, like they're amazing.
Have you seen how they'll just do the nacho toppings on a wax paper on a tray, and then they slowly drip it over, and that way the chips don't get too too soft, and you get
That's
that
not bad.
equal distribution.
Yeah. Note to
nice
self.
tactic.
Start using
I'm afraid
the
to try
cooking
it,
sheet.
but I want to.
Yeah.
It looks amazing, bro. Mexican food all day long.
It's today,
I
man.
just went down there this weekend, the Mexican
Oh, you went to Mexican Village and had some of that food? I used to remember going back in the day, man. Social Millos, like back in like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
But I had a situation. I don't want to put any.
out the
I don't want to put any establishment. I don't put them out there like that, so I won't. But I went down last time I went to Mexican Town. Last time I went to Mexican Village, shout out to Southwest Detroit, enjoying my meal, and then I noticed some uninvited guests.
Oh.
Were hovering around my Jordans. If you catch my drip, if you catch my drip, they were hovering around my J's. So that was the last time that I ate in Mexican Village. Now I don't know if that's wrong or not, but I didn't invite them to my table, and I saw more than a couple. So if you know, you know, 1,000%. All right, so we got nachos coming in at 1, tacos 2, enchiladas in the tray spot.
Burrito. Give me a burrito.
Ooh, burrito coming in at number 8.
Yeah.
Burrito, big burrito for my man Sweet Potato Camp. All right, we got burrito out the list. Now we just need 4, 7. Yeah, 4 and 7. This one's more Tex-Mex. Falls along the lines of nachos. Like if you,
Queso.
there we go. 4.
Did I say salsa?
100%. Queso, of course, I love, but actual food, actual something we eat. Also in the chat, what do you need today? It's Cinco de Mayo. It may be ugly outside, but you're going to be inside anyway. What are the foods that you are trying to attack today? And guess what? If you say you're attacking all of them, nobody's here judgment. You know how we get down to Planet Fitness. All right, so we got 2 more. We got one more left. I'll help you with this one. It's elote corn.
Oh.
Like the elote street corn is undefeated. Like depending on where you go, elote corn could be as high as 3. Like depending on what spot you go to. So I gotta have some of that elote corn. So for Cinco de Mayo, these are man-made holiday. We know this, but these are what I'm focusing on: nachos, tacos, enchiladas, quesadillas, tamales, elote corn, guacamole, tortas, late edition, if you will, ceviche.
Ooh, shout out ceviche.
I snuck some ceviche in there.
Have you had ceviche with coconut meat?
Well, I was gonna say I've never had ceviche and Coke. That sounds
No,
like a hell of a
coconut
okay.
meat they use instead of shrimp.
Yeah.
And it's lighter, cleaner tasting. It's fantastic. I know people think I'm crazy for that.
I think people think you're crazy. Anyway.
Well, they do.
Yeah,
but I'll be honest, man. Some people, they can't handle that citrus cooked shellfish.
Ooh.
So if you got a weak stomach, go for the coconut.
All right, before we get into...
Wait, I don't get to get mine?
No, you do.
Oh, okay.
You do.
I thought you were going over to basketball quick.
Well, no, I was going to say before we get into last night's games that were very interesting, if you will, I was going to talk about what we're doing tonight.
Okay, but I got to give mine. I got micheladas.
Okay.
We're not talking about.
Michelada.
We got to talk about micheladas.
Micheladas.
You got to talk about mole.
Pozole and
Mole on anything.
Pozole.
All right.
Pozole.
Lengua and chorizo. I don't care what it's on. Yeah. If the tongue's done right, it's fantastic. Chorizo on everything.
Shout out barbacoa, too.
And then I need you guys to know about sope. Sope is an open corn tortilla, handmade.
I use it in the morning, like when I'm in the
Sope. And there's a spot in Tulum where there's this abuela and a gran abuela in just this little hole in a wall. Yeah. And it's just phenomenal. I do have to shout out El Pueblo in Washington Township today because I will be headed there immediately to go see my man Eddie and get some of the fire tacos from some of the most authentic Mexican in Macomb County. Shout out.
Shout out to free marketing. I like that.
Are you getting Mexican food tonight?
No. Well, I am, but I'm not going out to get it.
Arto y Jaco?
Well, I will be there.
They got enchiladas.
I will be there, but Brittany's she's hooking it up when she gets home. Shout out to my baby.
She's a keeper.
You said don't say that too loud. I'm already in that space battling anyway, man. I'm no longer battling anymore.
She's so kind, and her energy in person is fantastic, and she is
you don't get
supporter number one of the Bray train.
This is true, but you don't wake up next to it. You know what I'm saying? That energy's a little different. That energy's a little different in the morning.
And on to the next segment.
No, 100%. She's absolutely, I can't wait. She'll be cooking. She's going to mix and match some of these things that we have on here, so we'll do that there. But
do you have a couple name?
This is the Braylon
Edwards
show.
Is it Brainy?
Get out of here. No. That sounds crazy.
It sounds smart.
No.
Brainy.
I don't know, like Brayley.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
He's looking at his own name. I'm moving that around. Britland.
Everybody that sits in that chair is fascinated with that relationship.
Britland. What about Britland? You like that?
It's not bad.
All right.
It's not bad.
We're having fun on a rainy Tuesday.
We'll ask the chat and we'll see.
Yes. Give us your couple names for Bray and B.
Yeah, we'll see.
Super chat them in, and we will hook it up. Speaking of super chats.
Sure.
Are we there yet?
Sure. Earlier today, I was stopped in to see a friend of mine. A friend of mine is John Yu. And I talked to John Yu and I said, you know what, man, I want to do something special for the people here at Woodward Sports, the people that tune into this show, the people that, rock with us, vibe with us. I want to give them something back or give them an opportunity to get something. So we go around and around. We had some ideas, and I think we came up with something.
I love it.
We got a video, Kool-Aid?
We do have the video.
Let's go ahead and put that video
John
up
the
there,
legend.
if you would. John Yu, Pro Sports.
Laurel Park Place.
What's going on? It's your boy Braylon Edwards, the Braylon Edwards Show on Woodward Sports 2.0. Now, came to visit a friend of mine, my boy John Yu over at Pro Sports Zone. Want to get some fan engagement and want to reward you guys. So, came to Pro Sports Zone. Look at this. An autographed Cade Cunningham picture. Appreciate you. He's handing this out. I'm going to hand this to one lucky person in the chat, but these are the type of things that we want to do moving forward with Woodward Sports. John, appreciate you.
Hey, no problem.
Always a pleasure, man. We got to get some people down the store as well, man. Pro Sports Zone, Lower Park Place. Get down here, use promo code Woodward Sports, and you see what that does for you when you get here. But Cade Cunningham, the man, game 1 tonight, Cleveland Cavs.
Go Pistons.
Yes, sir. 100%, that was there, and it still came with me here. So here we go. Anson, tell the good people in the chat how they can win this beautiful autographed picture of the man, Cade Cunningham.
That's right. Listen, you guys remember
going home
back early last
All right,
year and the year
Kool-Aid.
before, I used to bring in the cards, all kinds of stuff, and we would hook you guys up for super chatting. We're going to do that again. So the super chats between today and Friday, every $2, you're going to get yourself a spot on the wheel. If you do $10, you're getting an extra spot. So every time you do 10 or 20 or whatever, instead of just getting 5, you're going to get 6 spots on that wheel. Again, you're eligible today through Friday. On Friday's show, at the end, we will have all of the entries on the wheel. We'll spin that wheel, and this amazing framed, signed Cade Cunningham, we are going to get that to you. So get those super chats in now, guys. Of course, we're going to read them.
Hold on. I have a caveat.
Okay.
I got a caveat for this. And I think you guys will agree with this one. Whoever wins, so in order to win this, think about this before you do a super chat. You have to come into the studio to pick it up. We will not send this to you. We want you to come view the new studio.
You'll love it.
Get a chance to vibe with the shows, vibe with the talent, vibe with us, see what we're doing, all the good things. You might even get treated to a meal, get treated to food. You get a chance to hang, watch the show, chill over there. I don't want to try to send this up to the UP or to France or wherever else the good people of Woodward Sports watching. We want you to be in the studio. So the caveat is, in order to win it, you have to be in person. Now, you can send somebody for yourself.
There you go.
You can send somebody if you're out of town and your family still lives here, or you have a friend and you can find a friend. But we want to connect with you. We want to pass to you. We don't want to send. I feel like it's just a little.
Mr. My City 313 with the first super chat.
Let's get it rocking.
I need it. Go Pistons, he says. And in fact, I love your idea, Bray, because this is 2 prizes. You get an opportunity to come in, see and view the entire new studio, kick it with the Woodward crew.
And tell everybody once you get here,
And then you taking that awesome Cade piece home, man.
So you guys keep rocking and rolling, man. Get your super chats in. Want to give a chance to give this away. And this is just the beginning. Like, this is the stuff that we're going to be doing. This is the things that we used to do, like you pointed out, Anson, that we want to do more of. Side note, Anson, my boy Jeff hit me in the chat. You know Jeff. You know my best friend.
I love Jeff.
He said,
he's my new best friend too, man.
Okay,
I like
down. Nah, he said after your meatloaf recommendation, he's listening to you. So based on that, Jeff's my guy. If Jeff says it, I agree with it. If the meatloaf was hidden, he says he now listens to you for all food recommendations.
Did you grow up with meatloaf?
It was around.
What about you guys? Kool-Aid was meatloaf
with
in
the
your
tomato
family
paste
when
on
you
the
were growing
side
up?
and corn, like it was.
Definitely. If it was, all beef or something like that. My mom, she also made a special meatloaf for me. Loved it growing up, man. You gotta have it about.
I never had it until my 20s.
What?
It was something my family never cooked. Now my either side
cooked it, but
ever had it. Hey, you remember Mr. B's back in the day in Rochester?
I remember the one right here.
Yeah, they were all over it.
Yeah.
That was where I first had it. I was like, oh my goodness. But the
Mr.
Art
B's
and
is like
Jake's,
sneaky.
the Art and Jake's meatloaf. I think meatloaf gets a bum rap. They look past it. They just skip right over it. Meatloaf at the right place is fire.
I'm glad you said that, because not all meatloaf is the same.
No,
not all meatloaf is the same at all, bro. I've had some that's like, is this just sitting in water?
For me, meatloaf's like Indian food. Like the batting percentage is not high. Like, there are some good meatloafs, there are some decent Indian food, but the overall average for me, it's batting like. They're like Javi Baez on a bad week.
But when it's real good,
it's like a 124. Sorry, Javier. You know what I'm saying? I know you didn't mean to catch a stray on the show. But Javier Baez.
We got.
I'm glad that injury wasn't as severe as we thought it was too when he was sliding into first base. So that's good, man. God,
Randall
super chats are rolling in.
$50.
He
wants this game.
Price up.
Can't wait to come see you to get it since Randall Small's $50.
That's what
Mike
I'm
Reed,
about.
another 5. Let's effing go Pistons. And the Light Police, one of my favorites, Michael Weary, another $5. Winning this will be an added bonus to coming home in August. He got the memo.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, right there, we get the show rocking and rolling, engaging the right way. Cinco de Mayo, now the Cade giveaway. We're off to a great start. You know who else is off to a great start? The Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hey.
Shocking. Like, the Minnesota Timberwolves. You're talking about Anthony Edwards 2 weeks ago. You look at what the injury was. It's over for them. DiVincenzo, he goes down as well. Oh, this series is over. The Nuggets are going to win. They go from potentially losing to the Nuggets to winning game 1 against Wemby, who had a phenomenal defensive game. Not necessarily so much on the offensive side. Kool-Aid, what did you see in that game? Because the one thing I saw is, 12 blocks, triple-double for Wemby, the third time in NBA history that a player has actually had a triple-double in the playoffs, including blocks. But on the opposite side of that, 6 of those blocks were offensive rebounded and put back in the hoop.
Yeah.
So it nullified 6 of those blocks. But what else did you see?
Interestingly enough, that's what made Ben Wallace so special, is that his blocks were ones that were controlled by the Detroit Pistons or by nobody at all.
Yeah.
He would block, shots into fast breaks for his teammates. And this is something that Wemby's going to have to learn. And, in these playoffs, we've recognized where your guy, the one who, you effectively, this was your horse to get you there all year long, those guys have to take it to a whole nother gear all the way around. We've seen Cade even have to up the scoring, have to keep the assists going, and bring the turnovers down, and find a way to get some blocks, things of that nature. And I do believe for Wemby, this is just a part of the growth early on in his playoff career. I think you saw a lot more of the experience last night. It shined for the T-Wolves as over what the San Antonio Spurs are rocking with right now. But I don't think that Wemby's going to be down too long. We've seen this guy kind of accelerating fast, and you talked about if they let him into these awards early, he's going to have a vice grip on these awards for a very long time, bro.
Well, look at that San Antonio Spurs. For me, kind of watching Anson, it's a similar situation to the Detroit Pistons. Now I feel like they have De'Aaron Fox, they have Castle, they have Vassell. But at the most part, if there's no greatness from Wemby, especially on the offensive side, they tend to struggle. Because last night, your second guy in De'Aaron Fox had 10 points. And then you see the loss and you see that. Was it for you watching these Spurs, watching the Timberwolves, did the Timberwolves find something, or was this a one-off?
That's a great question. It could end up being a one-off. I think what you got to remember with the Timberwolves is the experience that this crew has.
Yeah.
They made a finals, and this is a team that understands
two Western Conference finals too. Yeah.
Yes, sir, and they understand what these NBA playoffs are and how to advance, how to get W's. San Antonio got out of that first round just purely based on talent. Yeah. They beat a team that they were better than. This team is a year away from getting to the NBA finals, in my opinion. There's large lapses of just not being organized in what they do. They can go on massive runs because they're so athletic and they can get out and run. But to your point, you look at Wemby, I think he was 0 for 8 from 3 last night.
He was.
And
it's the first time in Spurs history that it says the most shots ever shot without making the 3.
And so a guy like him, obviously he can distribute the ball. I think I saw a great bounce pass inside last night from him. But when you look at the difference between where Joker progressed in his game to where Wemby is right now, Wemby gets ticked and he tries to do everything offensively. And he finds guys on occasion, but he doesn't stop in that post, collect himself, and look at all other 4 guys. When they're down, when things are tight in the third or fourth quarter, that man is looking to score.
Yeah.
And the next step that they're going to take is when he slows the game down for himself. He's not just looking to put the ball in the hoop. Because, again, you can't win a game with De'Aaron Fox. Even if Wemby's playing his ass off, you can't win a game with your number 2 option out there with 10 points. Now, the other thing that I saw last night, which...
What else did you see?
I'm worried about the Pistons if they were to make it up against this team in the finals, because the reason the Timberwolves won that game last night was their ability to pull him away from the basket on defense in the second half. They were running high pick and rolls, and they were just running actual sets to clog his ability to get back to defend the rim.
Yeah.
And at that point, they got to the rim no problem. And after that, now you see the San Antonio defense start to collapse, and all of a sudden, Minnesota's cannon threes. That matchup, because they've got stretch big guys, and then you've also got a guy in Rudy Gobert who understands his protege.
I was just about to say, that's a bit of a mentorship right there.
Yes, and going back and forth in practice with Team France and all the experience that he has, that is the Spurs-Orlando Magic series. Perfect matchup to be able to beat them, and the experience as well.
Yeah, that's the best thing for the Minnesota Timberwolves is having Rudy Gobert. This is somebody that has known Victor Wembanyama since he was a wee teenager, and he also saw the growth, knows who he is, and knows how to defend against him. You brought up potentially the Pistons playing the Spurs in the finals. How about I do you one better? In order to get to the final, the Spurs, the Pistons have to get through a couple teams, and one of those teams was on display last night. I know they've called the peasants by some people on this show, but last night, in the last 2 games, they haven't looked like peasants. The first time in NBA history, a team has scored 135 in back-to-back playoff games. Kool-Aid,
Really?
what did you see out of the New York Knicks, who, if in your
Stop it,
words,
Bray.
I'm just saying, what have you seen out of the New York Knicks? Because the Knicks have been a much better team in the last 2 weeks. But last 2 games, 135, and they're looking solid.
Oh, yeah. And to me, it's the offense, especially in the playoffs, being able to score that much in the Eastern Conference where generally things grind to a halt. It's been impressive to see them do this. Like, this has been a playoffs where a lot of different players, a couple different players, and some teams have definitely changed my impression of them. And the Knicks right now are one of those teams that's doing it. I didn't think that their offense of cohesion was ever going to be able to find the ability to score 135 plus points in one game, let alone in back-to-back games. And so it is something not that any fan or any person should be worried about if you're a fan of the Detroit Pistons, but it does make you raise an eyebrow at what the New York Peasants are doing right now. I got you. New York Peasants.
Thank you.
I won't let you down. Listen, it's taking over too. Someone told me that at the arena too.
Really?
I've heard that at LCS.
That's good. You should see my Orlando Peasants jersey that I recently made. They are not loving me down south.
Well, you know what? They can worry about that this offseason because they are no longer in the playoffs.
This
so
is true.
Deal with that. Look, we'll take a quick commercial break, get this show back on the road. But before we go, I want to ask you a question. And when we come back, we'll talk about it and we'll answer it. Is the Knicks Pistons the series that the NBA and everybody wants out of the East? Take your time with it. And don't be so caught up in Detroit. Oh, everybody hates Detroit. Really think about that. Think about what you've seen the last couple of years. Is this the series that the NBA and the rest of the people want?
Square K.
100%.
Right.
We'll get that.
Yeah.
We'll get your answers when we get back. But first, let's take you about Ben Johnson. Tell you about Ben Johnson. We'll tell you about, excuse me.
Let's go Loom. We're going to
Tell you
Loom
about
and then
Loom.
Arden Jakes. Yeah.
You know,
I got to tell you about the buzzing situation. Look, it may be a little rainy outside right now. Maybe a little gloomy, but guess what? The summer is still coming. And guess what? Summer's got Michigan buzzing. And Loom is back with two new flavors. Grab the new orange or lemon lime buzzing today. Crisp, smooth, and perfectly buzzed at 7.5 milligrams of THC. Now, the 7.5 is to protect you from yourself. They won't allow you to buzz a little bit too much. You're just going to be buzzing, not busted. Or crank it up with the Buzzin' Max, 100 milligrams of cherry
Telling me
strawberry.
they care about us.
They do care about you, but they have the Buzzin' Max. So if you are a pro, if you are elite, this is for you. You gotta choose. Hey, there's levels to this, as they say. Low-cal, hangover-free, and Michigan-made. That is the important thing. We want to talk about Michigan, the great state, the mid. If you, where you at? Where you from? You right here? Yeah, there it is. I got a dot on my hand. It says exactly where I'm from. Find them at loom.com or any of the 41 stores or locations around the state.
Tell them about Arden Jakes, Mr. Anson.
Oh, man.
Tonight-
There's only one spot to beat tonight, guys. It's out in Northville. They got tacos, cold drinks, and Detroit basketball.
Detroit basketball.
You know what
And
it
it's
is.
Cinco de Mayo, a.k.a. Cinco de Heavies, because the Heavies will be there broadcasting live from 5 to 7 and then rolling right into the watch party. Don't miss a single minute. Head on up there, guys. 80 wall-to-wall TVs, 22 draft beers. It's the sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor. We're talking Arden Jakes.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that. Don't just survive, thrive.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Planet Fitness where your fitness is essential. Over, remember that every single time. It's all good, ladies and gentlemen. My bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Players,
Look, man,
players F up too.
Cats is football.
You know what I'm saying? I was actually running on getting these stats so I can come in and crush you. Oh my God, that's another drop. Is that a fumble? Is that my third fumble of the day?
I think your muscles are so big from Planet Fitness, they're just getting in the way.
Yeah, I gotta like pinch the shirt.
How are you gonna pinch it on your shirt when the pecs from Planet Fitness are busting out?
Trying to find somewhere to get it. All right, look, man, let's try this again. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential. Over 2,700 gyms nationwide, including 50+ here in the great state of Michigan. Look, it's a gym for you. It's a gym for everybody. There's no judgment here. Home of the judgment-free zone. And then the best thing about it is the gym is clean. It's squeaky clean. Trainers on staff. You come in whether you're trying to start your journey, continue, or take it to the next level. Just do it at Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
And right after that rigorous workout, I got the perfect after, what do they call it? After drink? After workout supplement, and that's All Day IPA, courtesy of Founders, guys. It's the 15-year anniversary of All Day IPA. This honestly has helped define the session IPA category, but its fans are what made it last. It's citrusy, crisp, and refreshing with perfectly balanced taste. 4.7 alcohol percentage. Next time you're watching that game, make it an all-day IPA from Founders. And please, guys, drink responsibly.
Yeah, we back.
And we're back. Before we went to commercial break, we're sitting here shooting the stuff, and to ask you, is the Knicks Pistons series the one that the NBA wants? Is it the one that people want? I'll go first, and I'll say it is. I think everything is about a rivalry, and last year you start building a rivalry in the playoffs. You start building a little bit of hatred during the season. There is a true blood brewing feud, the Detroit Pistons and the New York Knicks. And I think it was always there. You look at some of the facts last year. Last year, the Knicks Pistons game 1, 4.12 million viewers, was the #1 viewed first round opening game in NBA history, or for their history at least, ESPN. You look at the numbers of for game 4, this particular playoffs, Hawks and Knicks 5.4, Pistons and Magic 5.3 million viewers is what they average. Like, everybody's trajectory is going up, it's shooting up. But when you combine them together, I think this is what they want. I think they want this blood. I think they want this feud. I think they want Cade versus Jalen Brunson. I think this is the one where styles make fights, but this is an actual feud that you can see. I don't think there's any other feud, there's any other storyline. Nobody cares about Philly. And nobody cares about the Cleveland Cavs. I think they care about the Pistons, where you want to hate them or you want to believe that they're the new team to pay attention to, or the Knicks, whether you want to hate them, which most people do, or you're that select few that love the New York Knicks and are waiting for them to make a move because they haven't done one since 1973. I believe
53 years.
I believe it is the Pistons and the Knicks is what people and the NBA wants.
something we thought we were going to get cheated out of just a couple weeks ago.
Man, who you talking?
Boston, it's going to
Who you
be Boston. We can't beat Boston. Can we even get past Cleveland?
Fair.
The fact is the team that's represented the East largely in this decade, they're about done.
Yeah.
They're going to be showing the door. But that's the largest media market in the country. And you got a lot of D-Gen gamblers in New York, more than any other state.
Yeah.
So whether you're Kalshi or your Caesars or you're any of the other books out there, there's a lot of money to keep the Knicks in the playoffs. Now I'm gonna double down on something that terrifies me right now. I went down my rabbit hole. I'm a conspiracy theorist, and basically talking about the reciprocal championships given to teams after other teams were cheated. I'm not saying that this exact situation is set before us this year, but LeBron James has a handshake deal with the NBA, bro. And the amount of viewership and dollars that would come out of a New York, LA, one last chip for the GOAT, he's not, the value in dollars of an LA, New York series are through the roof. I don't get what's going on with LA right now.
How did we get to LA?
Well, I'm just talking about the New York thing. And I think that it's 100% the New York gets past Philly. New York plays Detroit. Detroit is the future of the Eastern Conference.
Right.
New York is about to become the past of the Eastern Conference. And that, to your point, is absolutely what the NBA wants. Now, I think that based on the regular season, how angry, all the vitriol we have from last year's series, there's no way that they can even stay on the court with us. But the NBA looms large over every series ever since they switched that ball from Spalding, guys. So I have a concern, and I know I'm skipping ahead, but I absolutely would be putting money on a Pistons-Knicks series because I don't think either one of these teams is going to beat Pistons or Knicks. But again, the NBA and all the fans, it's all what we want.
Sweet Potato Cam, man, give me that chill vibe, man. What's your chill vibe about the NBA wanting the Pistons and Knicks to be the series?
We want it. Bring them out. That was pure theater, in my opinion. Last playoff season there.
7 games.
Yeah, although it didn't end in our favor, it was electric. So we want it. Let it grow. Nurture that rivalry.
Yeah, Kool-Aid, you know what time it is, man.
Already. Man, look, bro, the Knicks, that series, the Peasants, as Mr. Anson has so dubbed them, and it's caught on.
You better beat them first.
Listen, you do got to beat them.
You got to
beat them. Yeah, but it's interesting to see how much confidence that the Pistons do hold as it relates to what they think they can do against the Knicks. And I believe that in this game, a lot of it also has to do with your mental makeup. They believe that the last time they stepped out there, they had the pedigree and the recipe to do something. And I believe going into another series against the Knicks, they already saw how effectively Asar Thompson has been able to defend Jalen Brunson. And remember Jalen Brunson talking about the defense of an Asar Thompson after that series. So even though he's going off now, because your special players got to be special at this time of year, I'm very confident in what the Detroit Pistons can do. The matchup favors them in terms of the makeup of the two teams. They are going to be able to get back into dominating the paint, especially if you're talking about running cat at any of the big men we have, realistically. So I look forward to, the Pistons handling business against the Cavs, because we don't want to look too far ahead. But in terms of what you're talking about, which matchup do I believe is actually good for business? I think it's a good topic because we haven't really seen our Pistons in this light too many times, where we actually have the superstar who's winning with our team. Grant Hill struggled a little bit here. Even though he was the superstar, he got the endorsements right away. We're seeing Cade grow into this. We're seeing the shoes trickle in slow. We're seeing all of the people starting to say, you know what, he is that guy. Let's give him the awards slow. Grant Hill got Rookie of the Year. Cade got passed by. Grant Hill got all rookie teams and all-stars early. Cade was getting passed by. So, seeing this team kind of grow into this thing right now, I believe that they are so much more ready for it right now than they ever were. And, bring on the Peasants, but they got to get through this Cavaliers series.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. So let's get on track. They have to play against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that game starts tonight downtown at LCA. One of the first things I want to attack about this game is the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, J.B. Bickerstaff, who was the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers for 5 years. He's the fifth all-time in terms of wins, 170. He was 170, 159 with his time with the Cavs. That's a 57% win percentage. What is it going to be? What does J.B. Bickerstaff take from the players that he knows over there and what he's built here? What is J.B. Bickerstaff looking to build? Anson, I'll start with you, but I heard you say woo. And he wasn't talking about the Woo crew.
I heard somebody over there is already talking, Anson.
Hey.
The big thing about JB is he understands so much of this team, the personnel, weaknesses, strengths. The issue that I have is how much their offense changed once they brought in James Harden.
Yeah.
So you're looking at a very, very different scheme. Now, personally, I've said this many times. I love the Keon Ellis trade. You talk about Jalen and Keon on the wings defending Cade. That's a really, really tough matchup. But I personally thought that they should have kept Darius Garland. The way that offense ran with Darius, the way that their unselfishness and the way that they moved the ball, their cohesiveness, they were a finely oiled machine in how they spread and shared the ball. You watch Harden, and it's kind of sometimes like watching Danis in game 2, man, holding the ball for 23 seconds and then taking a shot. Now, obviously, Harden is on a whole different Hall of Fame level, but this is a guy that struggles in the playoffs, usually around round 2, and I'm just not sure that even though JB doesn't understand to the full depths that he did the old offense, that he doesn't understand this new one, I don't think that that's going to be enough to trip him up. Even though I'm not sure that he's playoff the guru yet. We saw a lot of growth out of him in this last series. This is the most intriguing aspect of this game. First one, the love triangle. This one, another love triangle.
He mentioned James Harden, Kool-Aid, and I want to ask you a question on that. Do you feel the same way about James Harden? And he's let a lot of teams down, whether it was the Rockets or other teams he's played with. But this is the first time, in my estimation, that he's really not the number one. And it's not even debatable on if he's a number one. This is the first time where he is a bona fide number 2, which comes with a little bit less pressure.
Yeah, you know what? It's a little bit of what we see. I know not the same type of player when you're talking about Tobias Harris. But you see when the pressure starts to drop and you have one of those types of players around you like Cade Cunningham is, like Donovan Mitchell is proving to be, no matter how much I want to hate on him, he's proven to be that. Yeah, it gives a whole lot more for a guy like James Harden if he plays within himself. Not trying to play to be the guy, because that is Donovan Mitchell's team, but as long as he's playing like effectively off of that, and when he gets his time, because you know there's times when they split that backcourt up, he already understands who's driving and pushing the throttle forward at that point. That's James Harden. The way that they've been able to find a balance between the two of them, that to me is where I believe you should be a little bit more worried, because we only have one Asar Thompson, and they have 2 elite, high-level ball handlers, guys able to score all 3 levels off the dribble. That's different. We haven't, that's what, you know, San Antonio, they had guys that were quick at getting into the paint, and they really messed up our defense, set something out on record. But, you know, what I do look at, if there's some concerns, it's the ability of those 2 guards to make the right decisions, to handle the ball well, to pull up from mid-range in your grill. Yeah. And when you get down to the end of games, James Harden is another person you can look at who is going to put pressure on your defense if you're the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely agree with that. Watch out for that backcourt matchup, and it's going to be an interesting one. Trying to see can Donovan Mitchell take that next step for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But on to our side, what do you like of the matchup in Jalen Duren and Beef Stew versus Evan Mobley and Jared Allen? Like, when you watch those guys, they're an imposing force. Like, both guys can score. Both guys can defend. Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year 2 years ago. Like,
fraud.
Fair, but for lack of stats and for stats included, those guys seem that they could be a matchup situation for the Detroit Pistons. Where are we at with that?
I love that you brought that up. Pistons fans rejoice because
like that?
Jalen Duren returns in the second
No
round.
Angel Reese, no Wendell Carter Jr.?
Man, his mind and slate are clean at this point. Let's take a look at his matchups versus Cleveland this past year. 21.7 points. That's 2 points better than the rest of the season. 12.3 boards. It's 2 boards better than his season average. 1 extra block per game over his season average. In fact, Toronto, OKC, New Orleans, and Cleveland are the 4 teams that Duren absolutely showed out against. When you look at Jared Allen, this is a guy that is really an effort guy that can eat up 17 rebounds in a game if you let him. When you look at Mobley, this is a guy that's a little more of a finesse player. He does like playing defense, but he's going to have to deal with two guys that are physically bigger and stronger than him. I think when you see what Isaiah Stewart brings, if he can keep his head cool, I think that this matchup favors the Pistons. Again, you're going to see the return of Jalen Duren in a big way tonight and throughout the rest of the series. But if our big men cannot win this battle, we will lose this series, Bray.
Yeah, 100%. 11-15 was Jalen Duren the last game against Orlando Magic, trying to find his way back to his rebounds and being able to impact the game if he can't necessarily.
20 and 14 tonight, big guy.
20 and 14.
Don't sleep.
Let's go.
Get them parlays rolling.
I'm not sleeping at all. What I want to ask you, Kool-Aid, is emotion side. Yeah, you mentioned we were talking about Wemby. You said the difference between Wemby and Joker. Joker takes that emotion out.
Yes, he does.
Wemby right now is emotional and it catches him. One of the conversations, one of the trigger points when you get in that Woodward Sports chat is beef stew. Like the conversation about beef stew, one of the things that I've said, I think he's too emotional. I don't mind emotion. I played the game. You got to have passion. You got to have emotion. Sometimes too emotion can get you in trouble. Kool-Aid, do you think beef stew will be able to keep his emotions in check on the Battle I-75?
You know what? This one's a good one. You talk about, like you said, they're right down the street. We understand the ties. It's like they're trying to turn it to Little Detroit Jr. I can't hate it. It's Dan Gilbert down there. But this is emotional. This isn't just another game. This isn't like if we were playing Charlotte, I would have some concerns. With Orlando, no, I just knew it was going to be physical. There's no bad blood over there. Half these guys train together in that Orlando team. The coaches are best friends. This one's a little bit different. This one, way different. You still got guys in that locker room who are bad-mouthing your coach, when in reality, they just were the ones that were not able to get it done. And so when you're coming into a series like this, well, you've heard Isaiah Stewart. He catches the fines protecting a JB Bickerstaff. Like, he catches those fines protecting his players. And so from that standpoint, yeah, and I'm going to look for the clip. I want to be able to give it a full listen. But I do know Donovan Mitchell had some words about JB Bickerstaff with Mark J. Spears. So I want to be able to listen to that too. And so that type of stuff, I'm hoping, hey, keep your head in your game plan. Keep your head at being the force and controlling from the front physically and grit-wise, and keep your head out of the emotion. But in terms of, do I believe this is a series where they can pull them into that? Yes. It's going to be frustrating to defend, an Evan Mobley. It's a little bit different than a Wendell Carter Jr. or a Mo Wagner. So this is going to be a series where I do believe we've seen Stu be a little bit more like he's been on his game a little bit, but this one's going to test him. It's going to test him.
Speaking of defending,
Boy for life.
I'm really curious, Kool-Aid, what your thoughts are on who Asar will be matched up with primarily in this series. Because we just watched this kid make people second guess their Defensive Player of the Year vote.
I mean, doesn't it have to be Donovan Mitchell? I feel like it's going to be with a little bit of the bigger body and way he plays. It's going to be a James Harden type of matchup. But I feel like you disrupt the head of the snake. You disrupt the Cavaliers. I want Evan Mobley and those other guys making more decisions. I want James Harden getting into a mindset of believing he has to take every single shot. Look at how our team reacts when it's them taking Cade Cunningham out of the picture. And I get it. The Cavs have, when you talk about who are the top 4 or 5 players in this, or top 6 players in the series, there's a lot of people going to rush and put a lot of the Cavs players up there with like just Cade Cunningham maybe. And so this is one in which I believe if you could take out their guy, like we saw him with Jalen Brunson, I was wondering, they could really put him on the smaller Jalen Brunson, take him off that wing. Well, why not? Who out there do you need Asar Thompson to defend?
That's
so
right.
For me, I'm going Donovan Mitchell, disrupt him, make him frustrated early. I'm even giving him some full court looks and presses because Donovan Mitchell is a hooper. As much as we can talk about Franz Wagner and what he was doing in this series, and sometimes when Desmond Bane or even Paolo gets going, I'm dead serious. When Donovan Mitchell gets going, it's like he doesn't miss shots.
Yeah, I agree with that one. I just think that Cade is going to have an easier time staying in front of Harden than he will
that's
Donovan.
a great point.
Yeah. What about you?
Great point.
Yeah, my apologies. I'm trying to get some things together over here.
Who do you want to see Asar on Harden or Donovan?
Donovan.
We all three of us agree.
Yeah, Donovan. And 100% I think it's Donovan. I think the things that Donovan can do in terms of getting his shot up over anybody, the mid-range game that he possesses, while also getting to the basket and getting that contact. I think somebody like Asar, the athleticism and the length of Asar, I think it creates a little bit of issue for them. And you don't need him on James Harden. James Harden is not the same James Harden who is step back, hezzy, step back, side to side shuffle, and averaging 36 games and going MVP. He's not that James Harden anymore. He's the James Harden that's floating around 18 to 21 points, and some nights it's 12 points, some nights it's 22. So I will put him on Donovan Mitchell. You can nullify Donovan Mitchell.
I think so too.
That's what happened the last 2 playoffs for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 1, he was hurt, and 2, he got nullified, and it makes it that much easier when you play against them.
And I got some other good news for our Pistons fans. Ron Holland enters the playoffs.
Here we go.
You are going to see him get some minutes. I don't know whether it's going to be 8. I don't think it'll be 18, but his perimeter defense will be pivotal in this matchup.
Yeah, 100%.
Pivotal.
Here, let's do this now. Let's take a quick commercial break,
Sir.
and then let's get back on track. But before we take that quick commercial break, we started this show this Monday, and there was no Matt Shepard sitting in that left side, and I did not address it as unprofessional. The network has chosen to go in a different direction, and we appreciate all the hard work that Matt Shepard put in. Great work that we put in just under a year. Great input they had on the show. Love working with Matt Shepard. You know what I'm saying? Shep, the energy, the jokes, but behind the man was a very good man, a good man. But the show, the network has decided to go in a different direction.
I learned a lot from them.
I did too. I'm still learning.
Time.
So 100%, man. Appreciate the time that I had with him, but unfortunately, they moved on from him. They moved on from Ryan, and that's just how it goes. I'm sitting in the seat. It is what it is. So let's take a quick
Blue chip.
I was gonna be here regardless.
You were blue chip though, baby. Let's go.
I will be here to the end.
Let's go. Estates, title, Bray, and then pure psychiatry.
100%. So for all those people in the chat, that's what happened. Had nothing to do with anybody icing anybody out. Whether you're buying a home or refinancing, the team and the State Title Agency makes the closing process simple and convenient. And that's what you want. You want simplicity and you want convenience in life, so they try to make it that way. Proudly serving Michigan for over 20 years. So that means the experience is there. And also with my guy in the B, the expertise is there. Combine that with his expertise, they can guide any title or escrow transaction to that smooth landing. They know you're busy, which is why they offer weekends and late night closing, but you gotta make an appointment, but it's not a problem. Because also, here's that convenience once again. They will pull up on you. You drop the address, you drop the location, they'll pull up onto you. They will get it signed, boom, and now you're ready to go. Look, man, for all your title needs, call Mr. Deeds.
Fellas, we're not very forthcoming with our feelings or what's going on in our head, and we gotta bring into that. It's real easy to talk sports. It's tough to talk about ourselves. Whether it's PTSD, anxiety, or you just need some counseling in your life, we've got your back. We've partnered with Pure Psych, and you can check them out. They're all throughout Michigan. There's a couple more in Northern Ohio. Visit them at PurePsychMI.com. They will tailor a plan specifically for you. If you've been thinking about it, it's time. Go and visit Pure Psych.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports. The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media. And we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
Hey, you heard Anson earlier. Get your parlays in Detroit Pistons tonight. Let's go, y'all. Because you can place any bet up to $1,000. You lose, you get that back. All you got to do is scan that QR code. Enter that code Woodward1000. If that first bet doesn't hit, you'll get your deposit back up to $1,000. Minimum bet $20. Download that Caesar Sportsbook app today. Use code Woodward1000 or scan that QR code on your screen. And y'all already know Thrive energy pouches are the best way to get that clean energy, zero distractions, no sugar crash. They actually challenged us here at WSN to see if y'all are actually tuned in. Thrive is offering 3 free cans of their energy pouches to all of y'all. My favorite is that peach. I got my 3 free on the way. Looking forward to it on my last 10 there. Today is the last day, y'all. Get your orders in. Link should be in the chat. They flipping work.
And we back.
And
Predator?
It did sound like Predator.
Predator here?
It did sound like the Predator.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Well, that's because the microphone, my headphones are on top of each other, so it created a little bit of a noise, if you will. All right, check this out. The Detroit Lions 2026. Now, the season is not out as it is currently, as it's constructed in terms of primetime games and exactly the date of the games, but the opponents are out. The wins over and under is out, so we will dive into that. But before we do, looks like a Detroit Lion, at least a former Detroit Lion, was picked up.
Breaking news, Bray.
There you go. Go ahead and break the news, Anson.
Actually, I'm going to let Kool-Aid read it off. It's exactly. You got it there? Or B-Lad got it. B-Lad breaking the news.
It's like everybody's passing it down. Yeah, you do it. Yeah, you do it. What you
Intern, get in there!
According to Adam Schefter, the Giants are finalizing a deal for veteran former Detroit Lion DJ Reader. They are signing him to a 2-year, $12.5 million deal.
You said just a 1-year pickup to see if he's gonna prove something, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
You said 2 years?
2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
He must be healthy.
Okay.
He must be healthy, guys.
That's what I'm wondering.
Nah, 2 years with the majority of it being probably front loaded. You know, he'll probably get a little bit of that. At the end of the day, you need a replacement for Dexter Lawrence. You need some bodies in there. The big fellas now down there in Cincinnati. So you need some guys. DJ Reader, 2 years with the Detroit Lions, 3 sacks, 51 tackles. I want to say 8 tackles for loss and 4 whatever it was, didn't necessarily work out or pan out here, but we, respect him down the line and hope he has success with the Giants. That is a team that we faced this year. And when you look at what John Harbaugh has done with that team, he is turning that professionalism. This is the reason why they went and got John Harbaugh. Now, I said that I didn't necessarily rock or think it was going to be great, but the pieces that they've added veteran pieces, whether it's Ricard, whether it's Likely, whether it's now DJ Reader, they've added more on the defensive side as well as the offensive side, so it could be a different team. Looking at the schedule, how about we go down the schedule? How about you take a look at the Detroit Lions schedule and we see what do you think they're going to do against this team? Now, we'll start with, I got it, based on...
Shout out to the Kneecap Tour 2026.
Shout out to the Kneecap Tour. You see it on the screen. So let's
Love
just take
that.
a quick look. This is just a quick overview because they won't even come out with the dates, times, and prime times until the end. So just a quick look. Lions, Giants. What do we think about this, Anson?
Scary. I'm scared of that game. I really like
they
the
improved
Giants
a lot.
moving forward. But I like the Lions better.
right.
I actually think that this was Brad's best offseason. And it's not because he landed a big name in the draft or he got that big free agent. He mildly adjusted his approach. He went and got professionals. Again, we talked about it yesterday. No projects, no injuries. I really love how full the cupboards are right now. And as much as I like the CTE squad over there in New York, I don't think there'll be enough for the Lions.
All right, cool. So Giants, you guys are in. You like Lions?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. In terms of the offseason, I think the Giants have had a better offseason than the Detroit Lions, and to be honest, I don't even think it's close. I think when you look at what they've done, what they had last year, hell, the New York Giants last year should have beat us. If they had a better coach last year that understood, and I'm sorry that he's now our offensive coordinator, passing game specialist, but all you had to do.
No neighbors,
and
no scattaboo,
and they still should have won that game.
and no dart.
So realistically, looking at the moves they made, looking at what that division is, looking what we are, that could be an interesting one.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be close. It's going to be fun too.
I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Give me the Giants.
Ooh, I knew he was doing it.
Give me the Giants
Knew
in
he
this
was
one.
doing
All right, Atlanta Falcons.
I was going to say, Bray, that's one to me, depending on where it is in the season, the Giants are looking kind of tough, man.
All right, ATLF, Atlanta Falcons. Where are you with the Falcons and how they did in the offseason?
They're the Falcons.
Falcons.
I mean, they're going to Falcon.
Got another quarterback.
I do like their offseason. I think that they should be better.
You don't love Tua Tagovailoa as the quarterback?
I do like Tua. I like what they did this. Everybody's so dead set against Tua. Listen, if he can just stay upright, the guy is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Top half. I'm not saying top 5 or anything, but they're still the Falcons. And I'm not talking about the one from Batman. They are not good, and the Lions will have no issue with them.
Falcon, yeah. Give me the Lions over the Falcons too. We can make this quick too. We don't have to break down. We don't have to go, in depth about each team. I say Lions over there, even though they got Tua Tagovailoa. He does nothing special for me. I know they have Drake London and the best running back in the league, Bijan Robinson, when you can get him going. But that defensive side leaves a lot to be thought about. So give me the Lions in that game. Let's go to the Carolina Panthers.
Better than Christian McCaffrey?
Yes.
Okay.
Like when you're talking about
Fair enough.
At 100%. The only difference with that is one coach knows how to use them, the other coach does not.
Yeah, he knows
At
how to use them.
100%. Like Bijan Robinson played for the 49ers last year, the year before. Oh my God.
No Algier though, or Algier,
Taylor
however they say
Algiers.
it. We'll see if he actually gets the rock like Mr. Jameer is scheduled.
Give me last word. I want to come to you on this one. Carolina Panthers, B-Lad. Like I like the Carolina Panthers. They had a really good draft for me. They had one of the best free agent acquisition periods, if you will. Where are you with the Carolina Panthers? And the game's gonna be in Charlotte.
Yeah,
you know it's tough down there.
That's one of the games that worries me the most, I will say. Even though the NFC South may not be the winningest division, it still might be the tightest, but the Panthers team is not a team to skip over. Like you just mentioned, their defensive acquisitions this year have improved great. Like their team, their whole entire roster improved. And they even have sleepers on the offensive side too. Like they have receiver Jalen Coker.
Hey.
Absolute dog. If you go
Made some
check
plays
his tape.
last year.
Oh, absolutely. Obviously they have Tech McMillan, and we know what our weakness is our secondary. So like they match up very well against us. That's going to be a game that 50-50, I might go L there.
Who's their quarterback?
Bryce Young.
Give me the Lions.
Hey, Don't sleep with my boy Bryce like that.
I'm sleeping.
Hey,
Tell him.
Hold on,
Give me a pillow.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Did the Lions make the playoffs last year?
No.
Did the Panthers?
Yes.
What division?
Pipe down.
What division?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Baker
The Lions finished 4th in their division.
In the hardest division in football.
Not last year, they weren't.
And I don't know what Baker Mayfield was doing towards
you
the end
can't
of the
have
season
two
either,
teams
so.
in the playoffs and call it the hardest division.
He threw their division away.
The NFC West had 3 teams with 12 or more wins.
On to the Buffalo Bills.
Exactly. Buffalo Bills. Be last. Stay there for a second.
Okay.
Stay in that seat. Buffalo Bills. What is Josh Allen going to do after last season? He finally had no Patrick Mahomes. He had no Lamar Jackson. And what does he do? Had one of his worst games as it relates to turnovers. What do the Buffalo Bills do this year? How's it look?
Yeah, another game that, again, can go either way. And it's two teams that have high offensive power. Like, that's going to be another shootout like it was, 2 years ago?
Yep.
Absolute shootout. I see that being very similar again. They have a lot of injuries on the defensive side of the ball, and so do we. Like, we are quite literally like the NFC version of the Bills, I think, except obviously Josh Allen can move around a lot better. Yeah, but that's literally the only difference as far as, and obviously our receiver room is a lot better than theirs. They somehow get it done with who they have, but then again, I think the Lions can actually pull out this one. The Bills, for some reason to me, they don't impress me all that much. They keep having these off seasons where they slightly improve, but then halfway through the year they end up collapsing. So I can actually see, especially if the Lions get hot, we can actually take that win away. And I don't like the NFC or the AFC East at all. So.
That's facts. So you're looking at the Buffalo Bills. It seems as though the same thing. Like, oh man, okay, yeah, we'll see. And then when the season started, you're like, that move didn't help them at all.
Right.
In fact, that move might have made them worse. I like the Lions in this game. I think the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, I think their ship might have come and gone. And I know they have him, but I think their ship might have come and gone because I am not a fan.
You've been saying that for 2 years now, though.
But I'm not a fan of Brady because usually when you hire a guy to be a coach from within, like the guy is like, you can see right away like their relationship, this, that, and the third. I don't even know if Josh Allen and Brady like each other. So looking at that, I don't like that situation.
I think McDermott was a scapegoat too.
Yep.
Like Joe Brady.
I agree.
And I have a buddy back home who was actually a Buffalo Bills fan himself, and he was like freaking out when they fired McDermott and had Joe Brady join the show. That he was like, that's a bad move, and you guys will see why. So.
I think McDermott's a really good coach, and
I do
unfortunately, success can be a killer without a championship.
For sure, and you guys saw the drama about like Keon Coleman and who they brought in and stuff like that. 100%. Like it's the GM builds the team.
He's a piece of work.
Correct.
He's a piece of work, and he went up there. And when you have an owner, but that's the new wave of the GM owner. The wave is, hey, look, I'm gonna get as close to I can, cozy up to the owner, then give the owner give me the power to speak for him. And the owner doesn't know what he doesn't know. I don't like the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Detroit Lions.
Yup.
Now, this is a revenge game for the Lions. And I'm big on the Lions always getting revenge. But how do you beat the 2020's regular season champion Buffalo Bills? That's what they do. They win regular season games. Mark it down for my first loss, buddy.
I mean, that is true.
Yeah,
that is true. But I do say if the Lions score first, then they can win.
Last year in the regular season, they were very susceptible though. Because I would never. It was one of those things where when you talk about a player and you talk about a team, like I talk about Josh Allen and the Bills, I was like, he's overrated. The Bills, they do this, that, and the third. When you watch that Atlanta Falcons game last year, it's hard to watch that game and respect what the Buffalo Bills are. Like that game was bad all the way around and it showed up again in the playoffs.
They look ugly.
Yeah, Brad, I was going to ask you too, in that game in particular, what needs to happen from Kelvin Shepard for the Detroit Lions to be able to show up appropriately? Remember what happened last time, and it looked like Josh Allen was out there playing 500.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
They don't necessarily have good receivers. So realistically in that, man, like you spy him from two sides, press him, force him in the middle, 1,000%. This is why you drafted linebacker. This is why Jack Campbell now stepping up is major for them. This is what Talik Williams and Aleem McNeil hopefully bring. Literally. You corner him, keep him in the middle, make him pass, make him beat you.
But who's going to defend their backup running back who owns the Lions? Doesn't matter who it is.
Right.
Doesn't matter who it is. Honestly,
well, that's for Kelvin Shepard.
It's going to come down to that. Honestly, that's just we really have a hard time with mobile quarterbacks that can actually throw the rock. I don't know what our defensive line looks like this year. I think it's
was that
improved,
a Caleb shot?
But I still don't think that I think that's just a bad regular season matchup for the Lions. And hey, Bills love to win in the regular
I'll
season.
put it to you this way. At the end of the day, let's have a real conversation. Aiden Hutchinson, go earn your cheese.
Yeah, please.
Because that's one of those
Put it
games.
down.
Talk about this one.
That's a game where Aiden Hutchinson, as good as he's been, you see the progression. He came off the injury last season, 14.5 sacks. He took that step. Want to see him show up in some more games, but you can't argue with stats. You can't argue with the stats. Show up in that game. Make that game difficult for Josh Allen. And also a good thing about that, you ain't got your rush edge this year, or your edge rusher.
Right.
And Derek Moore, he's going to learn under DJ Wonnum for a small period, I hope. And then from there, maybe he is the difference. Maybe he makes it up. Because you got two guys in there operating in the run and pass that are staying in the game. I think it makes it harder for Josh Allen. So that's going to be a day for Aiden Hutchinson to earn that extension that you got last year.
I agree.
New Orleans Saints, Tyler Shaw, if you would. Tyler Shaw got a little bit of a...
He does. He's got some aura to him now.
He got a little bit of something to him.
The media loves him.
He's got a little bit of something to him. He's got Kellen Moore, second-year head coach. We saw what he did with the Philadelphia Eagles as well as the Cowboys, starting to come into his own. He got another Ohio State wide receiver this year, so let's see what they do. I think it's going to be a W for the Lions.
Yeah, New Orleans ain't beating us.
Yeah, that's don't sleep on the Saints, but that should be a statement win for sure.
Yeah. And it's going to be in New Orleans, so to your point, like that is a tough place to play.
Yeah,
I
no doubt.
Played in the Dome a couple times, but the Lions are a better team, and they should take that game, so give me them. Tampa Bay, which seems to be like the new regular season rivalry.
It does.
Or just a rivalry in general. Like Tampa, this will be the third year in a row the Lions have played against them. The Lions are fourth year. This will be the fourth year in a row because we went down there and we played here and then we played the playoffs too.
Yeah, because we lost to them here the year after we went down there.
Right.
And then last year, we played them in the playoffs.
We played them in the playoffs. Right. So this will be the fourth year in a row that we played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. Anson, you start.
They underplayed last year. I think that they kind of got busy reading their own headlines. They came out flat a lot of the season, missed the playoffs. I think that's their division this year.
Yeah.
I think that we're circled on their calendar. I think that they bring it, and I think that is another loss for the Lions.
And to be honest with you, like I'm not going to call it like professionals. Obviously, they're at the highest level doing it. But with Todd Bowles, I don't know. They don't seem like they have any energy. Todd Bowles, obviously, he's a very nonchalant coach. That's just his coaching style and stuff like that. And towards the end of the year, you could tell Tampa just ran out of gas, and like Baker Mayfield was just throwing games away. I watched a couple games where he was throwing multiple picks towards the end of the year and eventually costing him the division. I still think it's a W because they literally only have one active corner on their roster. And last year, their cornerback, too, was, we all know and love him, maybe not, Kendall Vildor was their number 2 corner last year. So then they literally only have one active corner.
Shut off face, man.
Yeah, right, exactly right. And I'm wearing, I'm not, I look at that as a W as well, but another team that can have a really good offense too. So
I'm gonna have the Lions on this one. I'm gonna take the Lions, but I'm gonna do it begrudgingly. I think when you look at last season, I think it's injury game. When you look at what the Bucs were when we played them and everybody got excited because how we blew them out, like they legitimately were missing 7 starters. If we're gonna complain about missing starters, then other teams can do the same. You look at what they did in the draft. They went out and got that edge to help them out. Ruben Bain Jr., one of the names that came up consistently throughout the draft. They got him as an edge. They also
got
a
great draft.
Yes, they also got a sneaky pick in Josiah Trotter, linebacker. So you look at that, Ted Hurst and then Keontae Scott to counteract what you're talking about the DBs. Good draft by them. Players healthy this year. Going to be a tough route, but I'm still thinking of Detroit Lions as well. Yeah, give me Lions on that one. All right, cool. Back to it. Miami Dolphins. I'll start this one off. This is a W.
I was going to say, any troubles there?
They got a dumpster fire, man.
Even though I like the Willis move and I love Caden Proctor. Caden Proctor was the move. I love that move. Like, it's such a peep show down there in Miami, whether it's the owner, whether it's the coach, whether figuring out the players kind of chit-chatting about some things already in the season, hasn't even gotten to OTAs. So I realistically agree with you guys. Shit show.
Yeah, dumpster fire for sure.
100%.
As well.
Yeah,
I'm going dub for the Lions.
Towards the end of the year, too, teams like that have nothing to lose, so you might see an upset. And it's not going to be the Lions, but towards the end of the year, you might see Miami upset a couple teams.
Also, too, like, who the hell they throwing the ball to? Like,
Jalen Tolbert. He's the wide receiver 1.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So, Devin Achane, I feel bad for you this year, my brother. AZC. Drew Petzing's former team, the Arizona Cardinals, if you will. This would be a W for me.
I'm so glad that the colors are exactly the same as the Falcons. so we don't have to worry about either squad.
Jerseys look exactly the same. Exactly
Trash.
the same. Yeah.
W.
W though, for sure.
All right, now this one's going to be a fun one. Will the New England Patriots have Mike Vrabel? Yay or nay on that? New England Patriots, B-Last, start us off on this one.
I am not buying into any Patriot stock this year. I feel like last year was a little bit of a luck. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we call him Drake the Schedule May back home where all my buddies are. And
Drake the Schedule May.
It showed up in the playoffs like the easiest route any playoff team I've ever seen, like, in my entire life.
They did the math on that. They did all the numbers it was. In terms of the wins and losses,
honestly, kind
in
of by
terms
far.
of everything, like every statistical measure checked out as it was the easiest road ever.
For sure.
It's hard. I played in the NFL. It's hard to get to that point, no matter what you do. You know how it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to discredit it for sure, but yeah.
Now, with that being said, two things can be true.
You're right. Yeah, no, that's a W. I feel like they may take a step back. I mean, obviously they still have, they still are rumored to acquire A.J. Brown, which, will help them out. I do feel like getting Drake May another weapon would help them out for sure, but they have a harder schedule this year. So I don't, like I said, I'm not buying any Patriot stock. That should be a W. And I don't like the AFC East. I'll mention that again at all. I don't like any team in that division. So.
All right.
For me, this is a quarterback situation, and I don't love it for the Lions. I'm trying to find losses on the schedule for us. I really am high on the Lions this year, more so than the majority of people. I love their offseason. I love the just conservative nature that they went with versus taking all the chances. You already have your stars. Get the back end going. That's what they've done. But I don't like this game for them. I think this is one of two games they dump at home.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
I don't have a problem with that. So you know what? Let's go L. Here we go. Also, too, Lions have the easiest schedule per metrics, and what that means is when you do wins and losses for the team that they play, the teams they play this year, they have a combined 416.141.
Percentage winning percentage.
Yes, 41% win.
Take it.
Numbers
like
wise,
those
we have the
last
easiest
play
ones.
schedules.
And it to that point, like we talked about, that doesn't necessarily mean anything because the Giants are not going to be the Giants that they were last year. Some of these teams, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, won't be the team that they were.
Right.
All right, cool. New York Jets, my squad, my former team. Extended Brees Hall had an amazing first round, in my opinion. They go get Omar Cooper, wide receiver. Now you have somebody opposite of Garrett Wilson. You also get Kenyon Sadiq, who I think is going to be a matchup nightmare. And then you don't go Arvell Reese, you go David Bailey at number 2. So I like their first round. I like their draft overall. But what say you about Aaron Glenn in year 2? Kool-Aid.
Aaron Glenn in year 2. I don't know what to expect there. I liked what he brought to the Detroit Lions, and I think we saw a lot more of his value this year with Calvin Shepard gone. And so I do believe he can do a lot with a little bit, but I want to see what he can do as he continues to get the players that he believes can fit his scheme. I do expect this defense, though, to take a step forward underneath Aaron Glenn and everything that he's done effectively to try and stock up that defense, man. So it's going to be interesting to see.
I'm going to just say one name, Geno Smith. I'm done.
Yeah.
Geno Smith.
They had a great, I will say, their beginning of their free agency, like they were one of the teams that was just handing out contracts left and right. So, I mean, they definitely improved the personnel.
They did.
Geno Smith is going to hold them back, I think.
There's intrigue, obviously, with AG getting a chance to take on his old team. He's very familiar with all that personnel. But Dan Campbell put little bitch Ben in his pocket twice last year.
Facts.
And I do believe that the same thing will happen. I think this game's going to be a lot closer than you believe, because I do believe that AG's got a little bit of an inside understanding of who the Lions are. But that's another W for the Lions.
Definitely a W for the Lions, but be interesting to see what steps Aaron Glenn takes in this year towards maintaining his spot as a head coach.
Tennessee Titans will be the last non-conference opponent that we have on this team to mention. They also did some things in the offseason. Robert Saleh is now the head coach. You know him well, born and raised in the Mitten. Second opportunity for him to be a head coach. They made some moves in the draft as well. They drafted, I don't know about Carnell Tate at number 4 overall, but they now have a wide receiver for Cam Ward to throw to. Anson, where are you at with the Tennessee Titans right now, Dub?
Who's their quarterback?
Cam Ward.
We're playing this game again, Lions.
Yeah, you know what?
Come on.
Not a bad game to play.
I don't even have anything to rebuttal that with. I agree with you.
All right, let's make this one a little faster.
Their O-line's bad, too. So.
Yeah, it is. We can make this one easy. We got Pack, Bears, and then we have Vike. What are we doing with this? I'm starting with the pack. Pack, do we split?
Yes.
Yes.
Always. Pretty much always, man. I mean, I know we had a couple of good years. I don't hate their offseason. I don't love their offseason, but they're the damn Packers.
All right, with that being said, the Bears.
Put them in your pocket, Dan.
Yup.
2-0. Let's go.
Yup.
Fucking catfish.
Exactly right.
Put them in your pocket.
Chicago catfish.
Put them in your pocket.
That's right.
2-0.
I hate
tiny.
Chicago.
Okay, fair enough. You guys.
I hate their offseason.
Bring out the broom. Oh, me too. Bring
Hate
out
it.
the brooms. That's all I got to say.
And they got a real nice schedule that's going to greet them well.
All right, and
exactly.
last, the Vikes.
Split.
I say sweep.
Split.
I actually think it's a great year for the Lions to run back that sweep of the North they did a couple years.
It'd be nice, man, but people are underestimating the Vikings. If they don't have terrible ass play at quarterback last year, they're flirting with 8, 9, maybe more wins. I love their defense still. They've got plenty of offensive weapons, and now you actually got a quarterback.
Yeah.
This is a team that understands and wants a piece of Lions. They're not happy. Their fan base isn't happy. And that's a hell of a home field advantage. Skull, we lose one there, but we win one at home.
All right, cool. I'm going to add mine up real quick and see where we're at. And then we'll switch topics. Still same topic as relates to the schedule, but primetime games.
I like that one. That one's fun.
Last year, Detroit Lions, we'll take a quick commercial break and come back with that, but last year, Lions, 5 primetime games. What do you think the Lions will be this year? The over-under 2.5. Will they be under? Will they be over? But before that, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
11-6, huh?
I had 6 losses.
And that's right on the money, too, because Vegas has 10.5 win total for the Detroit Lions next year.
11-6.
I'm at the over with 12-5. And
that
that 6 would come from Chicago, but it's not happening. Put them in your pocket, Dan.
Don't sleep on the Vikes, man. Like, I understand what the conversation is. It's the Kyler Murray thing, but, like, realistically, you hit the nail on the head. You're talking about J.J. McCarthy and Brosmer beat you last year. Like, let that sink in. I don't care what Kyler Murray you have. He's better than both of them. Now, if you get him, they got him in there early. Maybe this is a revamp. Sometimes guys need just a breath of fresh air. They need a new situation. And Kevin O'Connell,
he's a wizard.
Kevin O'Connell is one of those guys. Look at the reigning Super Bowl champ. He came from Kevin O'Connell a couple years before. But let's pay some bills, and when we get back, we'll talk about how many primetime games for Detroit Lions and what will they be. But let's get a message in from...
Yeah, let's say what up to Dr. Pierce, Bray, and then Buddies.
Dr. Pierce, the injury insider here at Woodward Sports. You can catch him on Big D Energies on Tuesdays as well as the Braylon Edwards Show on Thursdays. Now, as it relates to injury insight, you saw him yesterday. Terry Scuba, we got the information, we got the breaking news. We get on the phone with Doc. Doc jumps on and tells us what it is. So many people are running around talking about 3 months, 4 months. But when you heard from Doc yesterday, what Doc said? Doc said, just for some loose bodies floating around, I don't necessarily believe it would be that long. I think it would be this. And we've heard that before from him, whether it's Aiden Hudson, whether it was Jack Campbell, whether it was Amon-Ra St. Brown, it doesn't matter. And now he's talking about Kirby. Listen to the guy. He knows what he's talking about. And Michigan Sports Spine is an elite practice that if you got any nicks and bruises or pains or things, you want to go there because it's not about getting a diagnosis answers. It's about getting the right diagnosis that will tell you, you're not that bad. You just need to do X, Y, Z. Go see Doc for that information.
We are so spoiled in the state of Michigan because our whole lives we've known what the best pizza in the world was. And in fact, it's just been over the last 5, 6, 7 years that the rest of the world has caught on to Detroit-style deep dish pizza being the best in the world. And you know who created it 80 years ago? That's right, Buddy's Pizza, 80 years ago. 6 Mile and Connet, they're original. They are the legends of pizza in this city. They got a full menu packed with all kinds of other stuff, salads, home-style pastas, not just pies, guys. But we're gonna save you 20% as well. So when you order, get on their website, buddiespizza.com, and put in that promo code Woodward20. We're sending some pie to your house, 20% cheaper, guys. It's real easy, it's Buddies.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasta salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them, and that's not very nice.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports. The Tigers are the best team in baseball. Get the best coverage in Detroit right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Every Scooble start, every green homer, and all the action can be followed on all of our social media. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's World Series or bust, Detroit, and we are here for the ride. Woodward Sports. WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. Super Bowl parade in Detroit will be one for the record books. Detroit just does it different. Woodward Sports, your official Super Bowl or bust Lions network.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that.
Don't just survive, thrive.
There's one thing that I miss about Birmingham, and that's Lady Jane's. Honestly, the girls there are so cool, so nice, and they're ultra talented, which means that 7 days a week you can walk in anytime without an appointment. And they're gonna get you ready. Listen, get the help, the scalp massage, the shampoo. It's just a great experience overall. I'm going back to Birmingham next week to get my hair did by Lady Jane's because it's wicked awesome.
Talk about it. Tell the good people about Black Rock and Mother's Day, man.
Gotta tell you about Black Rock and Mother's Day. Check this out, the all-you-can-eat buffet at Black Rock Bar and Grill. You know what I always say about them, they are a top rock experience, but the service is also amazing, so you gotta pull up. And you talk about Mother's Day, talk about honoring moms, grandma, the wife, come on, man. It's the best place to pull up, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just gotta make sure you reserve ahead of time. A lot of people are trying to get that same buffet you are. But call now, reserve, Black Rock Bar and Grill, a sizzle above the rest.
And we
Did you go eat?
No, I did. I heated up some food, but
He went and ate.
I did. It's literally right there in the chair. You can see.
You got to maintain those pipes, though, man.
You know what it is like when you do fasted cardio. So if I fast from 10 a.m. or excuse me 10 p.m. maybe like 9 to 12
noon.
Yeah. Okay. So like 9 p.m. to 12.
So you're famished. You're ready to smash some food.
So like I'm like trying to have a little snack, but also it's Cinco de Mayo, and I know what I'm about to do afterwards. So I'm trying to eat light, because I know today is like a built-in cheat day. Like I want all the chimichangas and enchiladas and tacos and nachos tonight, because I will pay for it in the gym tomorrow. You know what? So much about the show. We forgot about this, man. We got to dial into the Lions. The Lions always make you forget about everything else that is going on, including the Pistons, who play tonight. Cade Cunningham will be in the building, will be in attendance, and don't forget, jump in the Super Chat for your chance to win this on Friday. You got to come into the studio and pick it up. That is the caveat, but I think we might be behind on Super Chats,
just a little short of where we want to be for our goal today. Again, guys, you got today through Friday. Every $2 is going to get you a spot on the wheel. Every $10 is going to get you 6. So my man, Rando Smalls, who threw down $50, he got 30 entries to be able to win this Cade Cunningham. And I know that we got some cool new Super Chats coming in. Hopefully you guys will keep that through the end. Kool-Aid, you want to catch us up?
Let's go, and shout out to the people for being here and supporting us. If you haven't gotten the opportunity to, go ahead and smash that like button. And thank you guys for sending these Super Chats too. Freddie Felt, $9.99 Super Chat.
Legend.
What's up, Freddie Felt?
No need to spin. I'm a smooth operator.
Hey,
I had to sing it for you, brother. He texted me. I had to sing it for you. He said, I'll be in studio May 28th, 29th to collect. My Coney order is a loose burger, Coney, and a chili cheese fry. Bro, you doing it right. He's doing it right, man. Shout out to Freddie Felt. Michael Wary, $2 Super Chat, says, can the Knicks beat the 76ers? I think they can, man. Hey, they started this thing off pretty nice.
Yeah, and you're talking about 135 to 98. They just seems like they're rocking and rolling. I think also too, like Embiid is one of those guys. What they're doing is they're making him tired. Like they're making him tired.
They're
like
too physical.
They're too physical, and he has nothing at the end. Like you can't. When your big man is out there and not playing defense and offense, like you can't get around that. You can play around a guard not playing, but when your big man is out there like that, you can't play around the defense.
Celtics lost because they're soft.
Yeah.
They're a finesse team at this point. And the Philadelphia 76ers have one of the best finesse players in the league right now in Max.
The Celtics, you know why the Celtics lost? The Celtics lost because everything that has been the undercurrent for the last 7 years with the Boston Celtics, is it Jalen? Is it Jason? Jason. Is it Jalen? Is it Jason? Is it Jalen? Is it Jason? Yeah, they won a championship. But now you get Jason Tatum out for the season. Now you get Jaylen Brown a chance for it to be his team for a whole season, play at an MVP caliber. Jason Tatum then comes back, starts to play electric. Jaylen Brown is not feeling the love anymore. They played in a miserable space, and you can see it. It was inevitable. And if you don't believe me, watch the interview that Jaylen Brown did 2 days ago on his podcast.
We got it for him.
Oh,
Greg.
you do?
We got it for him. Let's show it to him, Kool-Aid.
We'll get back to the Super Chats. Play this. This lets you know what the issue is in Boston. Read the room.
Give me just 1 second.
Yeah, take your time on that. You gotta be able to read the room.
This clip from him is just too funny for me, man. Like, you'll hear what he has to say, guys, but in hindsight, when you hear what he has to say about this season, it makes sense from a selfish standpoint.
And it's not even about right or wrong. Like, it's not about right or wrong. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's right. But it's reading the room, and it's a time, and it's a place.
All right, let's rock with Mr. Jaylen Brown.
This group is a special group. I'm so proud of this group and the way we played. I wish we trusted that style of play a little bit more, but I know playoffs kind of shifted our rotations and what we wanted to do. But I'm so proud, and it was my favorite year of my basketball career. One, streaming with you guys, chat, was awesome. Like, being able to talk to y'all was like therapy every single day. You know what I mean? I mean, not every day, like once a week or whatever, what I was doing. Just to be able to get on here and give y'all the perspective and kind of, because, you know, these narratives be going left and right, just to hear it from the horse's mouth. But then also being able to just be a part of a group that just, through the uncertainty, came to fight and came to compete and came and went to war. I'll take a team like that any day of the week.
Who is his crew? What is that crew, Braylon?
None of those guys play for the Boston Celtics.
That's his entourage, though.
No. None of those guys play for the Boston Celtics. And the thing that's interesting about that is basketball players are very different than any other group. Like, baseball hangs tight. Hockey hangs tight. Basketball players are always together. Like, you see them, they're always going to have somebody. So for him not to have that and to be that is what it is. Two things he said. Wish we would have played like we did in the regular season. Guess who didn't play in the regular season? For the majority of it, it was Jason Tatum. And everything went through Jaylen Brown. That's thing one. And he took that shot. Thing two, this is my favorite year. Ladies and gentlemen, my best year statistically was with the Cleveland Browns when we went 10-6 and didn't make the playoffs. I had 16 touchdowns, went to the Pro Bowl. I was all pro, yada, yada. I never refer to that as my best year. My best year was at the New York Jets. My second year, I only had 900 yards, only had 7 touchdowns, but we got to the AFC Championship. We had an opportunity to win. It was the closest that I got, and we beat Tom Brady in the second round when they were the #1 seed. Team success is what it was about. Him talking about this year, last time I checked, the year y'all won the championship, didn't you win Finals MVP? Didn't you win Eastern Conference MVP? Didn't you guys almost break the Celtics record for wins? Like, you did all that and won the chip, and that wasn't your best year. See, it's okay to say that to your boys that were on camera, like when they're in the room and it's just you. But when you're on a podcast and you're live and you're doing that, now you're creating like, we're in Detroit talking about, y'all not even in the playoffs. And we're talking about the story. Like, you got to be able to read the room. And a comment like that, it was stupid and he didn't read the room. I'm not saying he don't feel that way. But him doing that was on purpose in this podcast space.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Now it's $315 million for you, $350 million for Jason, and maybe y'all not there together next year.
It's like having 3 children that you're mad at.
My favorite year. You got beat in the first round.
For real. It's like having 3 children that you're kind of annoyed with, and somebody asks you what the greatest day of your life was. When I bought my car.
It's like, yeah, so.
Like, come on, man. Like,
I thought that was...
this guy, like, he's been held up, put into an MVP conversation. The smartest man in all of sports, guys. The youngest professor in Harvard's history. Worked with NASA. How are you so dumb that you put this out on the air with your nerd crew around you?
Yeah, like,
it blows my mind. This is the Celtics, bro. You want a chip with the Celtics. and your favorite year is getting bounced by the Sixers? The Sixers in the first round. Get it together, and I love Jaylen Brown, but it's wild, man.
100%. And that's the thing. Like, legitimate, you can go back and look at conversations from Kool-Aid and I this past season, years prior. I've always talked about Jaylen Brown. I talked about why he got played on Team USA is because he don't rock with Nike, which is rightfully so, and him getting him not getting played.
Some of the things he said,
but a lot of things he said, like, and I rock with him. I say that, but at the same time, we're gonna keep it funky on here, and like that was a dumb comment. That was a look at me, me. This is my favorite year. Yeah, we know it was your favorite year because you almost won MVP, but your team got embarrassed. So you should also take that into consideration. And maybe that's why it ain't your team. Kool-Aid, let's run back with those super chats.
Hey, definitely. That's a word there, especially as you guys got Cade up there on the back wall. You talk
Don't
about
have
the
to worry
leadership,
about
man.
no foolishness like
There
that.
you
Cade
go.
not lose. Like, never in the history will Cade go back to 2024 and say, man, that was the best year of my life, man. That was the best season of my life. No, it wasn't. You got beat in the first round.
Dog, you preaching that. And shout out to the people again. Next super chat up is from Mr. Charles. $10 super chat.
$10, okay.
He says, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. They got tape on Durant, so they may try to shut him down the same way. What I want to see is Cade not having to rescue the team. I want Harris to support and not be the number 2. But as we've seen in this playoffs, your number 1 has to be the guy that's going off. Why are the Knicks in the position? Yeah, they found a little cohesion, but Jalen Brunson's going absolutely ham right now. The number 1s are being number 1s right now. So that does – you do need the help, but it is a major factor for your guy to elevate.
Sarah's going to have something to say about Brunson, baby.
Talk about it.
Can I ask a question?
You looking ahead.
Can we get Cade Cunningham to – how do I say this? Because I appreciate who Cade is. Like, Cade is starting to get the foul because he is the player. Because he's one of those ones. He's one of All-NBA 1 or All-NBA 2. He's one of those guys, and we saw that in the series. But can we get Cade to start leaning into the foul situation just a little bit? Just they got me.
Slightly
sell
less
it
ethical.
just a little bit.
A little less
And
ethical.
it doesn't make, like, he's so far from being soft, so far from being a punk. Like, he don't want those calls. Like, he's not looking to.
There's a gamesmanship to it, and you're
But
onto
there's a
something.
gamesmanship.
Yes.
And I would like him to learn that side of the NBA is the gamesmanship. You don't have to sacrifice being authentic, being tough, and not asking for the call. But you do have to learn how to play the game within the game and start to get some of those calls. Because of how good you are, guess what? You're starting to deserve it.
Yeah, I think I saw that in the second half.
Yeah, okay.
And of last game, and for me, that has been a criticism of him because, A, we love how you play, bro. We love how ethical you are, how old school throwback you are when you're on the basketball court. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, the guy you got to beat is SGA, a guy who has perfected generating fouls. And then you got a guy this round in Harden who was the first to circumvent the rules and understand how to get himself through the tear-through to be able to get to the line.
You call it rule circumvention.
Oh, no. Oh, he did. He actually talked about it, how he went over the summer and he broke down all of the little things so that he could find, and like you watch the last 10 years, everybody's been following those little loopholes in the rules, if you will. And shout out to Rip Hamilton for doing his little dance step every time he caught the ball, one of the originators of that stuff too. But no, the Harden thing is, it's really the same. I mean, he's got to go against a guy that he's going to be defending, that's going to bait him into fouls. And much like I saw out of him, now he's not flopping. He's not. All he's doing is, hey. But he's got to figure out those moments when you got your hand on him, rip it up, get yourself those 2 shots. I saw a lot of that in the second half. Very encouraged.
Shout out to Crazy Clown in the chat. Braylon show with Anson Kool-Aid in the chat. Oh, laughing emoji. Big muscle arm. I guess that's my muscle arm.
You're talking about mine, bro. You're not talking about yours.
He ain't talking about yours. At the end of the day, it has always been that.
You could have played along a little.
You said, but look at your muscles. I see you out
Bro,
there.
it's not bad for us.
Let's go, Anson.
Thank you.
But the show's always been with the tattoo. Like, the show has always been about
and
the
the cam as well, baby, of course.
But go ahead. What else we got?
Shout out to the people. Let's see what's next up here. Michael Wary. And you know what? Cam has been saying this. I think all of us are waiting to see this guy make a difference again. Can we see Ron Holland getting minutes against
I love Crazy Clown.
James Harden? I definitely want to see that. Ron Holland gets some minutes. Because when we talk about, you only have one Asar Thompson when you're talking about defending. Who are you going to throw your best defender at? Donovan Mitchell or James Harden?
Yeah.
This is one in which maybe you run some tandems where if Cade's getting a rest, point Asar is working, maybe you can run a little Asar or Ron, or when those minutes expand, Donovan Mitchell's getting a rest and you're running the bench units where James Harden might be trying to sauce against them, that might be actually one of the most perfect times to see what Ron Holland has to be able to go out there, bring his energy, his defense, and honestly, when you're talking about just man-to-man defense, he's really, really good. Got some things to pick up in the team, D, but I would like to see Ron Holland get some minutes.
And I think out of sight, out of mind, when you haven't seen Ron Holland for a little while, then you tend to forget about him. When he gets implemented into the series, because he will, when they implement into the series, it's going to be purposeful. Like, but JB Bickerstaff's going to do it with a plan. So whatever that strategy is, I can't wait to see it because Cleveland won't be expecting it. They won't have anything for it, at least in that particular game, and then they're going to have to go back and recoup. So I look to see Ron Holland in this game, especially for the defense. You're talking about that backcourt, how good and how elite that backcourt can be. You want to see some of that out of
and I want to see it for him because he took a step this year. Not the major number 5 overall pick jump that we had hoped for, but you can see how sad he is on the bench not getting minutes. And I want to see that just for him as a young man, but also for the confidence that a young player needs like Ron Holland.
Yeah, I hope he's ready. Yeah, because all that's cool and the emotion and the sadness, but we try to
be
get
ready.
Yeah, exactly. We try to get you some minutes just to make you feel good, and you go out there and you stink up the joint. Like,
no, you're right. It's got to be about how effective you're going to be, and if you are in tune with your coach, because you're going into these playoffs. I think a lot of people believe, hey, I'm a player. This is how I play. This is how I got here. But the playoffs is a different animal. It's a different game. If we've all been watching hoops since we were in diapers, we've all heard this. It doesn't matter the era. It doesn't matter if it's the era of, they don't call fouls, or they let people travel, or they let this and the other. Things get tighter. Things get a whole lot more physical for these teams, and that's where I believe your younger players like Danis Jenkins and Jalen Duren, it took them a little bit of time to get acclimated to this aspect of physicality, and I do expect the rest of these guys to figure it out, including Ron Holland, as long as they walk to the beat of the drum that JB Bickerstaff is setting the beat to. As long as they're doing that and they're listening and they're learning, fine. And you know what? Sometimes in a series, you might not play. It might not be the right matchup. That's how it goes. Eldon Campbell, we knew we brought him in situationally. Yeah. And then in the finals, we expanded those minutes a little bit just to go out there and use 6 fouls on Shaquille O'Neal and give Ben Wallace some reputable rest. But what did we know about them? They stayed ready. And Ron Holland's going to have to stay ready. That's the one thing he's going to, because I do believe he gets some minutes in this series.
All right, Ron Holland, stay ready. But you're right about that, man. It depends on what team you play. Like, I remember we were playing against the, oh my God, who was that we were playing against, how their defense was? It was the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs. It had been like in 2009. Like, we knew we could just run all over them. So, like, in terms of running all over them with Thomas Jones and Sean Green, like, we didn't need 3 wide. We didn't need 4 wide. So there was some wide receivers that we had that were really good that played in that slot, whether it was Brad Smith, Weapon X from Missouri, University of Missouri, or whether it was, I want to say, my God, Devin Clowney. We didn't need those guys because all we did was go 12 personnel, or we went 13, we went jumbo. So sometimes you don't need players that can play. Ron Holland, we think we might need you in this one. Any more super chats to catch up on?
Definitely. We got 4 more here. I was trying to zip through these.
Let me read that last one after you finish the others.
I got you. Randall Smalls, $5 super chat says, I do these super chats because you guys have been my therapist. You guys don't tell me what I want to hear. I respect that. Shout out to Randall Smalls.
Randall, I appreciate that.
Pure Woodward.
That's about as real as you can get. You don't give us what I want to hear. You give us what I need to hear. True that.
Michael,
it's like my therapist today. I was like, look, man. It's like, man, come on, no, tell me what I want to hear, man. Stop telling me that hard stuff. No, I'm joking.
I'm going to read these last 2 and then answer, throw it over to you. But shout out to the people, too, for showing the newest member to our team, B-Lad, a lot of love today in the chat, man. So definitely support him. New to the Braylon Edwards show, but he's been here at WSN doing this thing. So
it's going to be fun this summer, man.
Yeah, Michael Wary, $2 super chat. Yeah, he said the board screams 12-5. I'm just saying as it relates to the Lions record when you guys went through that. So I believe 12-5. No, Anson does too. And I think anything over 10, 11 wins and over is definitely meeting expectation. Yeah, Curtis Schultz. Oh, what's up, brother?
No, I'm saying that's fair because realistically, I mean, when you look at the schedule outside of the conference, outside the division, there's really only 1, 2, 3. There's really like 4 games that you can go either way on. You know, so when you look at that, so I mean, that'd be the Giants, probably the Bills, if you would. And I like the Carolina Panthers, and you could throw Tampa in there. Like, I think it's 4 games that you might go opposite.
And I wonder if last year never happened, how many people would amend their be a little bit more zealous, a little bit more like, I think they're going to get to 14, 15, because I'm not seeing that as much now. Now it seems like people have gotten a heavy dose of what it can be underneath the Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell era, and there might be some off years, but I do wonder if people have lowered their win totals or not. So chat family, definitely put some of those in the chat, man.
When you haven't done it, like it's new. So when the Lions are, Lions went 9 and 8 in 2022, and then you jump to 12 and 5, and then you jump to 15 and 2. Like, you're gonna keep on projecting. Oh man, they'll win 15.
There's no way they can.
They'll
take
go
a step
17
back.
0, and then you start to realize you're starting to play first place schedules. Injuries starting to happen. Maybe you missing a draft. Maybe you missing off season. Things like that happen, and when they do, you got to reset. So I think this is a good reset year for the fan base as well as the Detroit Lions. And Brad Holmes has said that too. So
yeah, definitely. And Curtis Schultz, before I throw it over to you for the last one, $10 super chat, man.
That's 6 spots.
Absolutely balling today. He says, "May the Sith be with you, yo mama." He put that in all caps. So we had to do it.
Is that May the 6th?
That's probably what he wants.
No, I know.
Sith
May the
Lord.
5th.
I got you.
Let's rock.
May 5th, May 6th.
So, you said that they had to come in and get this if they won. Mark Davis had a very creative alternative.
I saw that.
He asked earlier, he said, if I win, since I'm out of state, could I donate it to Woodward Sports? I said, Mark, in fact, if you win and you donate it, I'll get a plaque made that says that Mark donated to Woodward Sports. So he doubled down, brought in $10 super chat. As promised, if I win, I will donate the prize to the studio. Just to catch you all up if you're just joining us, we are giving this away on Friday. This is a signed, autographed Cade Cunningham framed photo. If you get in any super chats between today and Friday, we're going to give you $2 or 1 spot on the wheel per $2. If you do $10, we're giving you 6. So
that's how it goes.
Rando with 32 already. Freddie, Charles, Curtis, and Mark, they got 6. And the Light Police sitting there with 5. I know those totals are going to grow.
Now, just so you know, my other nickname is Rando Smalls. So
yeah, Rand.
It's not Grand Hill. It's not Grand Hill.
Don't you be lying on Rando Smalls.
That's my handle. That's my burner account.
Don't you be out there lying.
Shout out Rando, man.
9 minutes left in the show. Do we have any more commercial breaks, or now we're gonna run it through?
We do need to hear from Supreme Lending.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll hear from Supreme. We'll come back and wrap it up and give our predictions about what we think tonight looks like, and urge everybody to come up to 6 Mile and Haggerty, man, to Art and Jake's. I will be there. The Heavies will be there. Anthony showing up. Oh, no, you're going out to Highland. But we got a lot of network individuals that will be there, including myself, to show up, pull up, have some fun.
Legends.
Eat some good food, too.
Yeah,
Some good people.
100%.
Yeah, let's
Don't sleep on that meatloaf.
That's right, baby.
Mom, meatloaf!
Mom! I was about to say,
never
man,
know what she's doing.
All right, so you got a Supreme Lender for him,
me?
Mr. Anthony?
I'll be happy to, because I can talk mortgages, guys. I don't have the sheet in front of me, but I sold mortgages for a long, long time, all right? You're refinancing or you're purchasing. Either way, this is one of the biggest decisions in your lifetime. It's really important. It's your biggest asset in your life, most likely. And I think the biggest mistake that most people make is they tell themselves, I'm gonna qualify for this, or I need that, blah, 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 blah. But they haven't talked to a mortgage professional up front. And that's what Chad and Chris will do for you. Get on the phone with them, whether you're 1, 3 months, or a full year away from your purchase or your refi. These guys will get you on the path to success to get the lowest interest rate and the greatest payment that you can find out there. Oh yeah, we also got an awesome partnership where they will hook you up with 0% down payment. So get in touch with Chris and Chad over at Supreme Lending today.
I'll do massage.
That's all real talk, by the way, boy.
I thought you were going to do massage.
WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasto salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports. You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking, and the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
If you are looking to take your relaxation to the next level, actually, I know that you guys are, so go ahead and scan that QR code and get a jump on this information, all right? You got to check out the Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills. It is the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. They carry top-tier brands like Infinity and Osaki. We've got an opportunity to be in those chairs. I'm telling you, you guys have to book that visit and go there too. It is the go-to destination for premium comfort and cutting-edge wellness technology. Be sure to visit Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the #1 YouTube channel for massage chair reviews at the Wellness Doc. Book your visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code on your screen. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation. And we back.
Where are you going right now?
What do you mean?
I don't know. What are you going to do with these last 4 minutes? I'm really curious.
Talk about with the Pistons. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. What you know what? I really want to show that. Well, it's at a Pistons game. I want to show the Scuba clip.
Please do. Go ahead. Yeah,
let's do that clip?
Let's do that.
Yeah. So
speculate. Well, answer. Go ahead. Talk about it.
Okay. Yeah. There's people saying that this is not a baseball-related injury. Now I know that there's some loose bodies in his arm, and that doesn't happen overnight. But maybe he shook him up the other night. And I think Kool-Aid's about to pull that up for you guys here in a moment. But a certain Tarek Skubal was spotted at Game 7 doing something that Tom Gores is known for.
Oh. See what we got going on right here. Something that Tom Gores is known for. Is he? Never mind.
He's really good at it.
Yeah, Tom Gores is really making money.
Yes, he is that too as well.
But in a certain area.
Let's talk Pistons until Kool-Aid finds a clip.
No, I got it right here.
Oh, you got it. Cool. Putting that up into the second level, guys.
Here we go.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeet.
We get a little twin.
I mean, he put it out there, man.
Whose body's there?
To me, I'm not doing that in a contract here with a half a bill sitting on the table.
Especially when your team is already acting weird with you.
Post arbitration.
It's not like they've been running to give him the bread.
I need a former player's opinion.
Yeah,
I think it's too much.
I will say this. I would warm up before I heave him like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, this man's been pitching for a very long time. Like
give him the T-shirt gun, Bray. All he needs is the T-shirt gun. I know we want to see him throw.
It defeats the purpose. He's the best pitcher in baseball. I don't want to see him with a gun. I want to see him. I want to see the left hand. I want to see the arm. What you got? Because at the end of the day, what do you want to say about this T-shirt? You don't care about wearing this T-shirt.
I caught it from
boom.
But
2 times.
Now on the other side of it, imagine the shit he'd be getting today or the next day. He comes out with a gun, couldn't even throw the T-shirts out there. He's the best pitcher in baseball.
Also, too, is at a Pistons game.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't him throwing T-shirts in a state that we don't care about. Like, he's at a Pistons game. He's at, you know what? Nah. He's good.
So yeah, that is true. If he was back home where Seattle Mariners, that would be that would be tough.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'd be pissed.
I don't know what
we'd be pissed, bro.
He's taking his arm. He's got the follow through going.
Like if he actually did this, but at Game 7 for the Pistons, we're okay with it. Okay. To your point, if that's at a Mariners game, we'd be hot.
Because then you could say something to the attack. Well, you know, you're giving us 2 Cy Youngs, and we're not mad at you.
That's right. That's right. And I'm not going to be mad at your prediction for tonight's game. Give it to me.
I think the Pistons win a blowout. Like I told you, I only think it's going 5. I think it's a blowout. I think the Cavs maybe kind of figured out a little bit in Game 2, lose that one as well, and then win Game 3. But Game 1, look for the Pistons to win 107 to 91.
Oh, I love that. How about you, Kool-Aid? Where you at?
91.
I like that, man. So you're talking about the defense really showing up
100%.
And confusing the Cavaliers. For me, I do believe the Pistons get up over that 100-point mark. I think it's going to be a little bit closer in the first game here. But let's say Pistons 115, Cavaliers 107.
Cam, where you at?
You know, I obviously like the Pistons. We're looking good, strong. We're going. I think they also see what the Knicks are doing and want a statement game here. So they're coming out 113-92.
Knicks Peasants had some rest. They got a team that's not very physical. For me, this is a feeling out game. Just the same way that you saw San Antonio, Minnesota last night. Both teams coming off an absolute battle. They both played on the same night the other day. On Sunday, I believe this game goes down to the wire with the Pistons getting a close one.
Okay.
Pistons in 7, boys.
What do you think that final score margin is going to be?
I would say 106-104.
Oh, really close.
Very close.
Because I expect
like last 30 seconds, last possession type of game.
And that's for me. I expect it to be close, kind of in that clutch time. Yeah. But for Cade to hit a couple big shots that widens that lead just a little bit, and then the free throws push it to about a 6-7 point victory.
The thing for me is the Detroit Pistons have played their best brand of basketball the last 3 games, specifically Game 7.
Talk about
this wasn't one of those situations where, like, when you get the #1 seed, now you got to wait for the play-in situation to happen. Now you got to start. Now you're out of rhythm, and that team is in rhythm. I think the Pistons are in the best rhythm that they've been in. I think J.B. Bickerstaff understands where his squad is as a whole. So the blowout in Game 1, it's not disrespect to the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's ultimate respect for I believe the Pistons are after Sunday. I was in the building, and it just looked completely
That's
different.
why they won that bug.
So wait, you're not going
Lucky
tonight?
Charm.
Look, we got a problem on our hands.
Hold on, time out.
Should I FaceTime him from the arena?
Do you want me to pull up to the game, or do you want me to pull up to Arden Jakes? Respect will be there at Arden Jakes. I see you 6 Mile and Haggerty. Hey, you know what? Pull up at Arden Jakes. You don't need a ticket to get in Arden Jakes. All you need is, well, I wouldn't say that.
As manager here, I want you at Arden Jakes. As Anson here, I want you
at
LCA, bro.
Well, you know,
listen, we also want you to smash that like button. You got one last chance. If you want to get a super chat in to get on that wheel, but please smash that like. Get us over 100.
Hey, chat, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in today, man. Once again, this is Woodward Sports 2.0. This is the Braylon Edwards Show with Anson, with Kool-Aid, with B-Lad, man. Look, this is the squad. Sweet Potato Cam, CEO there, my brother. We appreciate you guys, and then once again, it is always about you. Go Pistons, enjoy the game, enjoy Cinco de Mayo, remember the truth about Cinco de Mayo, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, over the light goal today. Shout out to the
let's go, guys. Appreciate it.
Looking for your daily sports fix? Look no further. Join Braylon Edwards, the University of Michigan legend.
Lofting it, right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan!
And Shep.
Do you believe this comeback?
Your favorite sports commentator as they tackle the hottest topics in the world of sports. Catch the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Get ready to laugh, learn, and love sports like never before.